Snoopy's August 2022 transatlantic attempt, Rough Cut A. Basically just a trail of photos and all the videos shot, starting with his launch. We start with a short introduction, but basically the important thing is on the third day we suddenly found he'd gone missing in action. His spot tracker has stopped.
Yeah, there you go, Dick. 7 minutes past. He's waiting for a lull in the waves. Past those rocks. So far so good. Very near them. There he goes. Looks as though he's getting away. Well done, Snoopy!
How long are you gonna
I know.
One of the camera ladies. One of the audience. Little Shy. Boscombe Pier. Of course that's deliberate that he's going near the buoy. We're off in a few minutes for Snoopy's launch. There we go, Robin's Corner with the warning sign, position where we tested GPS from the late 80s on, the present from June. The camper is ready, or as ready as it'll be. Here we got a few things. Life jacket for Dick, which he prefers than the one he uses, which explodes. June just making sure everything's there. Most important, Snoopy with his tracker going. Everybody can see where we are. June's about to put in the destination, which is the Toft zigzag steps on the Garmin sat-nav that she got. And I'll finish off this intro for those guys that haven't seen the live videos. Yes, flatulent gnome from Australia guarding the premises, along with cameras and suitable warning signs. Don't forget the small print. Samantha's working from home. There we go. Don't think anything is in the kitchen much. Very rapid tour. Yes, Tanya's stuff everywhere. And there's the closed circuit TV. And what's on there at the moment is what happened in the last 24 hours on the spot tracker, and that's public for anybody. So, finish that clip for now, and let's hope you have a safe journey. do a good job of guarding the premises, Toadie. Okay? And I don't want it to be like in the past. Come home and find body parts everywhere. Okay? So be a good boy. About 5 minutes behind schedule, but ready to go. Everything's in the back. So, as I say, let's hope for a safe and uneventful journey down. We're just coming past Winchester, making good progress so far with an ETA of 10:36. We just got a phone call from Dick, which June answered, and if I've got it right, basically the road that we were going to park in is closed due to an air show coming up in a few days, and Dick has actually suggested another location where we meet up. I think it was Manor Road.
Manor Road,
We'll let the
yes.
navigator sort that out.
Yeah.
So, okay, makes life interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, we've just got here, and Snoopy here ready to go, and there's a temporary fix for the thing. We've parked here, and so that's it. That's where it's blocked, and I expect Dick and the others will be catching up with us soon. So that's it. So we should be off soon. June's now speaking to Dick.
Robin.
Yes.
Come here.
Yes. Let me just pass the phone to me, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Dick. Can you hear me? Okay, we'll check where we are, and if it's within walking distance, we may be in a better position now. Okay,
No,
over and
I
out.
think they're in the better position.
How do you know?
They're closer to the groin.
Well, hang on, well, let's just have a look. Where are they?
Oh dear. Oh, don't do that.
Dear, oh dear. Yes, after seeing where the zigzag steps are, and in fact Dick is in a better location further along that way, we've said we will join him as soon as we've sorted ourselves out. So, Peter's car, Dick's, and a lovely boat made sure that we did the right thing. This is Snoopy, isn't it? Yes? Yeah, oh, yeah, look at this.
Look, hold that so that Robin can take a picture of you. Have Teddy talking to the Viking, to Snoopy the Viking.
That's a good idea. Brilliant.
Say hello.
Yeah, hello.
Snoopy.
Yeah, there you go. Are you ready? Smile. Oh, it was running video by accident. Not to worry. Bye. Peter's rolling his camera. Dick's taken over, see if he can use the trolley. Making our way to the zigzag steps. Oh, that's like a ramp. And here we go. Little Jai is coming over with Liz. So, looks like lovely conditions. Yeah, loads of work in progress up here, just to make life interesting. It's good when somebody does all the work. We're approaching the zigzag path now, and so we're getting there very close. We're not doing too bad on time. Oh yeah, 20 past, that's fine. Yeah, don't look too bad down there. Doing the good work, gentlemen. Yeah, just carry on down to the end, yeah? Near the lamppost. Maybe I got the groin wrong. It was the next one. So they're going to the lamppost, which is where we've often parked it in previous years. We'll be launching it over there. So I'm at groin 19. We've still got time, and the team are there. And I guess they can be now. We're at the groin, and Dick says he's getting undressed. Snoopy's waiting here, but he's putting all his gear on, and he'll probably go clambering out on the groin, but he could just wade into the water. I don't know really.
I think wading into the water would be safer than trying to...
I think you're right, I agree, and we're very health and safety conscious, aren't we?
We do the risk assessment, we take the risk. Because you'd have to wade in far enough to get past where it's breaking, because we've had it rolled and had those masts snapped before there, haven't we?
Yeah, well I recall one of the launches where the picture is of Dick with his legs up in the air out of the water.
Yeah.
So that was with the comeback. He means he gets the blame if anything goes wrong. But let's ask the opinion of Snoopy. So Snoopy, what do you think? Oh, I don't know. Here we go. So it looks as though he'll be close to a midday launch. So looks like Dick's ready and we're ready to go. Okay. Be going soon. Dick is just checking it out. Yeah, I've got some audience here off camera, and Dick's just checking. He's decided he's going to go the dangerous route off the rocks, and I'm not encouraging it. Seagulls are there as well. Dick's decided to check out Robin's suggestion of going in there, but Dick's decision is going to do whatever's safe. Yeah, there you go, Dick. 7 minutes past. He's waiting for a lull in the waves. Past those rocks. So far so good. Very near them. There he goes. Looks as though he's getting away. Well done, Snoopy!
How long are you gonna...
One of the camera ladies, one of the audience, little shy. Boscombe Pier. Of course, that's deliberate that he's going near the buoy. So it's now 10 past 12 midday UK time, which is 11:10 Zulu Universal Time, GPS time, and Snoopy looks as though he's doing okay. So Snoopy's going off towards the horizon with clear visibility, and he's out there somewhere, but it's not easy to see. Ah, there he is. So he's well out there, and we've got good visibility.
Have a nice day with tracking.
There he is. So
Check out the website. Watch on YouTube.
on the spot tracker, June's smartphone, we got one position out to sea there. Probably won't come out in this lighting, but there we go, coming along. Enjoy. And we're deciding what we're going to do in terms of where to eat. Got a second position, and Dick's working on what the course is. Well, it looks as though they're still checking out something there. I checked out the cafe along below the zigzag steps, but they're closing, and they also mentioned that they got the RAF or air show place further along. So just relax here and wait and see if we go along to wherever it is, like the harvester. Oh, it looks as though they're making their way back. Yeah, Peter's doing all the hard work. Snoopy's out there somewhere, but being tracked. Oh, just relaxing. The harvester about to look at the menu. Jai is nicely seated there, and we've looked at the spot tracker, and it looks at going a nice straight line. And the first waypoint, it might be there, tea time, and that's where it goes off there. So it's a long side way. That's it.
I'll laugh if Elon Musk gets his service.
Oh yeah, I could do, because Dick's putting another order in here, or just put it on the same tab. I'll go round there. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, okay. So we had a lovely meal in the harvester across the road there, and now we've got to make our way home and things. So give a little wave, Jai. Give a little wave. Yeah, lovely. Well done. All set. What are you looking at? He's good, isn't he, Jai? Eh? Snoopy's out there somewhere. After a nice chat with Andy on a bench, we've decided that we are going to stay down another night, and Snoopy's boat is just coming past Swanage and Durston Head, isn't it? And we've set that up as the destination, even though it should be going back out to sea by the time we get there. And how long is that, about an hour's run or something from here? Because we've decided not to take the ferry, so we're about to go off. Just coming past Porth Castle, on our way down to Durston Head, past Swanage. We're in the Durston Castle car park. We're looking at Snoopy, and he's coming round the corner here. We're just up south of Swanage, and spoke to a lovely Romanian fisherman guy with local knowledge, and he said the best place to go for was just a bit further around. So we're about to go off again.
It's Kimmeridge Bay.
Kimmeridge Bay. Off we go. We're on our way to Kimmeridge Bay, chasing Snoopy. We're about to go through Cove, and there's Cove Castle ahead of us. Lovely ancient landmark. According to June, go round the castle and then left. Not here, is it?
No, not yet. 0.3 of a
The
mile.
Greyhound Inn looks an interesting pub.
Yeah.
Right, well we made it to Kimmeridge Bay. It might be shutting us in, but we'll ask around. It seems a good place to look for Snoopy coming past. And the only problem is that June hasn't got any mobile phone coverage here, so she can't look at what the position is. So the answer might be, well, I don't know whether I've got mobile phone coverage, in which case I could ring and ask what direction Snoopy is from there. But it shows up the weakness of mobile phone communications. Stopped at Kimmeridge Bay, which is a lovely place to get Snoopy if he was going to go past. However, June just about got that's us on the sat-nav. June managed to get a signal good enough to see that he's turned around. So that almost certainly indicates that something has failed and he's just drifting with the tide. Unless, of course, the wind has dropped right down to 0. That would be another reason for it happening. So let's just look outside. No, there isn't very much breeze. So that could also be it. So, guess we just find somewhere to stay for tonight now. Checking out another campsite which is called the Red Lion, after the Red Lion pub. See how that goes. Having a drop of wine. We can see what Snoopy goes. 22:45 at night, and there's the surprise. It's going with the tide all the way back up there. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. The wind's expected. And right now they're from the northeast at 50 miles an hour, but of course we're sheltered by the inner wind shadow. The boat is shielded from the wind by the cliffs, so effectively no wind where the boat is. That explains what's happening. It's just drifting with the tide with no wind on the sails. Yes, Snoopy's doing well, going back out. That's 12:38 in the early hours GMT, which is, you can see, very early in the morning. Of course, I've probably woken up June, but that is brilliant news. He's doing exactly what you should hope. So, that's really good news. Snoopy's on his way back out. And we're at the campsite, which is out round here. Let's see where we are on the Spot T2 tracker. No limited data. Right, that has been our total journey down in the camper. And if we zoom in where we are now, this is the track and we are now about here. And switch to map, which is satellite. And there we go. So we're in the field here, and this is the Red Lion pub. Working well, isn't it? So let's look at the winds expected. Here we go. And so we've got that strong breeze, 40 mile an hour from the northeast, pretty well up until midday, and then it switches to the east, which is pretty well perfect. So time to go back off to sleep. We noticed the Italian reg, and those guys are from Florence in Italy, and anyhow there were connections with this place, not just things like our holidays back in the 80s, but I had a free business trip, because up there's a military site where they do testing of ammunitions and things, and there's a safety radar system. And back in the 1980s with ESAMS, we teamed with Marconi Italiano to basically supply the safety radar stuff. And I had a free trip with the MOD project officer and two of my colleagues to the lovely place at Florence, which is where Marconi Italiano's headquarters is. And part of the thing wasn't just showing the clever technical equipment of the radar stuff, which of course was pioneer and stuff, but underneath in the cellar, because the whole thing was underground, is the old Roman mosaics. So lots of connections with this place. It's the coast path that Dick and Peter may have taken to see Snoopy before he was brought into the harbour. And there's June buying a ticket. So we're at Lulworth Cove, where Snoopy's boat was inside a fisherman's trawler, maybe that one over there. And we're pretty sure the cafe that I rang and spoke to the lovely lady was this one. What's it, the Boat Shed Cafe? Yeah, and this is lovely here because all the water flows out, you can mess around with seaweed and things. So we'll see if we can grab a seat there and check things out. While June's looking for places like campsites around the Lymington area, mostly because of our friend John Merrick's with Hot Lemon, we saw this place, which was, where was it? Goodness me. There, the model sailing boat place, and that looked a really interesting patch. And even if there's no guys sailing model boats, that's highly relevant to Snoopy's robot boat, because that was the most useful information came from model boaters. So that's it, and yeah, getting another one's come in. That's probably from Dick, giving an update on things. Let's just have a look. So let's have a look. That was the one there. Yes, there's another one from Dick. It says, sorry, tidal speed was wrong on last report. It slowed down to 1.2 knots. No problem, but basically he's been given regular reports, basically saying no need to hourly update, no need to reply, current situation, lat long, this is of Snoopy's boat of course, and how far he is of the key latitude where he goes off in a different direction, the correct direction, and just go back here, and even the images, realizing this is not a smartphone, but here's the little images, which is of, if you can see it, reflections. Not sure you can. There we go. So that's the same thing that we get. That's not this is not a smartphone, but it can do text messages, SMS messages, and they can have pictures attached. So that's it. June's still looking for a suitable campsite.
One that I found it was full, so
Yeah, with these things you sometimes just turn up. Find any campsites for definite, but we thought there's a place to visit because we haven't done before, and other places we've been before is through where the model aircraft flying is, and also Hatchet Pond where there's the wild donkeys who like ice cream. Cobbler's Corner, or the pub nearby, is the destination, and June has set up the sat-nav to make that the destination, and spoken to John Merricks a few minutes ago, and we meet up at the pub, and so I'm off now. There's the camera rolling, June, and just to see I'm wearing my seatbelt and my other trackers and things. Let's hope we have a safe and enjoyable journey. It's about an hour and a half's run, which is about halfway home. So off we go carefully. On our right, all part of it, there we go, there's a sign up ahead, along the word camp only. That old lovely old tank outside, in fact a couple of tanks, and yes, echoes of a free trip to Italy a few years ago in the 80s when I was working for ESAMS. Turn off right here. Yeah. Army Rangers warning. Yeah, basically the opportunity was we were bidding for update of the range radar system, which was for safety because they tested weapons against the side of the hill and occasionally ricochets would go out to sea. And so, especially in recent times, you could have all sort of people, not just boats, but guys on surfboards and all sorts of things. So we teamed up with, I think it was Raytheon Decca, but more importantly Marconi Italiana for the radars, and my marketing budget had to fund a trip to Florence with the MOD project manager as well as two of the guys working with me, and it was a lovely place overlooking Florence on the site of a Roman building, and Marconi Italiana wined and dined us for several days, but perhaps the highlight was not only seeing some advanced kit in the lovely building overlooking Florence under the hill. I'm going to wind up now. But also, so we're coming into Lyndhurst to go through the one-way system and to get on the road to Lymington for the pub. And that'll do, I think.
yeah, it's normal queue. Cobbler's
Right,
Corner.
no sign for that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so rolling.
Yeah.
This apparently is Cobbler's Corner, and on our right, one of the small roads has got a road to a pond, which is the model boat, apparently, according to Ordnance Survey mapping, but our main destination is along here on the left, the pub. This could be it. The
Tea
roads
room.
lead
That's a tea room.
We'll give it a try. See what it is. Sorry, we're closed for an exclusive wedding for any bookings. That could be.
Yeah.
That could be it. Right. So that could be the pub that's on the Ordnance Survey mapping.
Oh. Yeah, which isn't a pub anymore.
No. Exactly, that could be it.
Yeah.
So we're double check the Ordnance Survey mapping. Okay, that's the end of the take. We're at the Rosie Lee Tea Room, and the place we're interested in is now in the sat-nav, which is the car park near the pond, which apparently is used for model boat. I nearly said flying. John called and he mentioned a particular pub. Do you remember the name of the pub?
Fillion.
The Fillion. So first stop was to see if there's any model boaters. Just coming into the New Forest over at Cattle Grid, following the sat-nav, and sooner or later we should be coming to a turning left to a car park for the model boaters. That'll do. So we're at Setley Pond, a turning left, and if we're lucky we may find some grumpy old fishermen. Not fishermen, beg your pardon. Grumpy old model boatmen. Sailing boat. Oh, I think I can see some ahead of us. So that's the big car park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the car park.
Oops. Oh, yeah, just in here. That's true.
Quite a bit about it. We may as well point in the right direction.
Arriving at the Ordnance on the left.
Oh, right.
Just here.
There's a point.
Yeah, we got the right place. Perfect.
Yeah. Right.
Look at that. Brilliant. How about that? Amazing. Looks as even it's the right class of boat.
Yeah.
Well worth a visit. Cows frequent this place. And look at that with the sails, wind behind it. Brilliant. Right, so have you found the pub on the mapping already? Well,
Yeah, it's just up the road.
just up this road. Or?
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Well, the road that we were on.
Ah right. The road which. Okay, we'll sort that out in a moment then. Okay, sounds good. We'll roll it along.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're now going through Bashley, where their destination is the Rising Sun Pub, which June's put into the sat-nav, and we should see it ahead of us. It seems to have brought us by the scenic route, but we're meeting up with John, his missus.
Yeah. Horse.
Horse, take it carefully. Thank you. This is a little hamlet, I suppose, or possibly village of Bashley. Not sure where it gets its name.
In a quarter of a mile,
School of
arrive
Riding.
at the Rising Sun on the right.
Right, Rising Sun on the right, it says.
Yeah. Almost there.
Arriving at the Rising Sun on the right.
Right, so. That's the corner. Get on this
up
corner.
here.
Yeah, on this corner.
Yeah. So how do
So
we get
down
to
there.
it?
So I think you have
Round
to
the
turn
roundabout,
right.
I suppose.
Yeah. Turn right.
Yeah. They can come out.
Yeah.
Right, the right. So it's a
Yeah.
car park.
And then yeah.
Where in
That's
here,
a
I
car
suppose?
park in there.
Just
Yes, quite big.
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
There we go.
The rising sun.
Yeah.
There we go.
There, I got it on the record there. John giving June an embrace. We charged up the spot tracker using their own control on an inverter plugged in. Had our coffee. Robin's changed his shirt and everything else. So we're ready to think about going off soon.
Haven't had my coffee.
Oh, sorry, June hasn't had her coffee. I saw a drone being flown out there somewhere. So everybody will want to know where Snoopy is, so I put on the little Wi-Fi box and go to the front page, and I can see it was live on the internet, and click on the Snoopy image just here, the animation, and that takes us to the Snoopy page, which we can scroll down, and early on it says track Snoopy's boat on the Spot T map. So select that, and up comes the spot tracker. It only holds a certain number of points. Load, and so we no longer have the track from launch, but it is just turning back there, which is almost certainly because of the tide. So that isn't as good as what we had earlier. From the point of view, we were hoping it was on its way to the Weymouth waypoint, and it's looking good as it is, but probably the tide had come above, the tide current came above the threshold of its sailing speed, and so it's been taken by the tide backwards. So that was at 08:16 AM, which would be GMT, International Time, Universal Time. So that was at 09:16, and yes, less than 10 minutes ago. So that's all working perfectly. And there's the latitude, longitude for anybody who wants the details. So, shall I watch June having another coffee?
My first coffee.
Oh, the first coffee. Oh dear. No, she spent all her time making me a coffee. So we can think about going off home soon. Yes, that's the flag on Snoopy's boat to annoy the Yanks. So we're about to set off. Coming up to 10:10, so we should be home well before midday, hopefully. Let's hope. So nice, smooth journey. Everything ready. So far making good progress along the M3. So we should be home before 12. So we're within a few hundred yards of home now. And turn left here into Armitage
Turn
Port.
left onto Armitage Port, then take the first left.
Sunning High Stream ahead. And we did make a phone call to Samantha to shift her car and ask what the
Turn
pattern of cars
left
were.
onto Armitage Port.
And it sounds as though it's pretty well as they were when we left. Right, here's something coming. Yeah, quite a lot of work and everything down here. And yeah, so we'll probably park outside Carol's.
Arriving at Home on the right.
That's it, and then June will shift out. That'll do. Turn around. So, just a few minutes ago, we finished the parking of vehicles. Samantha has been very helpful of letting us know what the pattern of buildings, cars were, and that's it. Back at about midday. Toadie the guard cat was, and you've been doing a good job, have you, of guarding the place? Looks as though you've been spending the time chilling
That was
out.
good timing.
What's that?
Great Big Glory just arrived.
Oh yeah.
Great Big Glory just arrived.
Yeah. Go out there and let him squash it. June sorts out the kitchen stuff. Time to wrap up this very rough cut video. Everything's shot on this little Sony camera, pocket camera. And so we're back into the lounge, and what we have up on off this old cheap little £70 Lenovo PC is the public Spot 2 tracker that is in the little box in the car, and it shows basically the last few hundred points of our journey back home, getting back at 10:56 AM GMT Universal Time, which is about 11:56, 5 to 12 BST. And very important, what everybody would be interested in rather than our movements, is Snoopy's track, and that's where he is on the last report. And if we look at the time of the report, it was back at that time. So we need to look at the details, whether he's still reporting, but everything so far seemed okay and as expected. Basically he's out in the middle of the channel. He should ideally start going that way, and perhaps he did if that was a late report. So time to wrap up this very rough cut video, basically just the raw material of video and photos taken on our little 3-day jaunt. So Snoopy was launched on day 1, and we're wrapping up this on day 3. That's without remembering the dates. It was in fact Tuesday. This was his August attempt. So only remains to say, look after yourselves, stay safe, and enjoy what days we've got.